Hi, I am J. Leonard J, and that is my personal Benson Monarch 112.
What is that?
Actually, that's a local company.
Yeah, I know David who makes them. He's one of the best cabinet makers in the state.
Yeah, it's also kind of cute. Like, I like...
Sounds like a tube amp.
Well, it is, I mean, it is a tube amp.
Well, it's warm.
Welcome to Jay's Toolbox. This is kind of a little place where I talk about my personal gear, the stuff I use on a day-to-day basis to kind of get the sounds I have in my head, amongst the other voices and impure thoughts. Shouldn't have said that. If you've been watching my page recently, you've noticed I've probably used this on more than half of the videos I've made since I've gotten it. And the reason why is because it's incredibly honest to the guitar, really honest to the pedals, and it's also incredibly versatile. It doesn't really have a bad sound in it, and each knob opens up a whole bevy of beautiful tones just to kind of grab and just nibble on. Yummy! So if you ask me what this amp sounds like, it really, to me, kind of sounds like an idealized version of a 50s amp. It's like kind of, you know, a Supro-y, Tweedy kind of thing, but they've tightened up the low end. They've, you know, evened out the EQ. They got rid of the fuzziness, the weird spots on the dials. It's just a perfectly voiced tone machine ready to come out and bite you. So if you're a country musician, a jazz musician, or an indie musician, a roots musician that's just looking for like a beautiful direct tone, man, you can't really go much better than this. So today we're going to turn some knobs. I'll show you some cool settings. I'm using a 2011 custom shop Fender Telecaster with the Virgil Arlo pickups and String Joy strings. And I'm also using a Yamaha Japanese Revstar Professional with the tone-specific rock pickups. So that all being said, let's plug this thing in and get to business. All right, so I have the volume at that sweet spot right between clean and dirty. I got the switch over here on the American setting, which to me kind of sounds like already engineered like 60s blackface amp. And I got the tone at 3. Let's hear what that sounds like here, eh? That sounds beautiful. Really, really nice. What really makes this amp stand out for me is how useful that tone knob is. It's not a set and forget kind of thing. It's very versatile. If we go down low, it kind of has that smoothness of a jazz kind of guitar without any of the mud. Very, very nice. And then when you go on the top end of it, you get a little extra gain, a little bit more brightness, very kind of like countryness. That's really versatile. Then we also got the switch. We got this voicing switch. When we go down to the British setting, pretty much you lose some lows. You lose a little bit of that upper sparkle. So it's a lot more kind of forward kind of sounding tone. Very kind of like a very tight tweed amp, or I guess like a British amp. It sounds really great. If there's a really, really big band, this comes in really useful because by getting rid of the lows there, it helps you kind of find your little spot in the mix. You put some humbucker guitars in that setting, buddy, you are ready to go. Not only is the tone knob on this thing dynamic, the volume knob is too, especially when you're going at like whisper volumes. If I have to like put my amp down really, really quiet at a gig, it doesn't sound good at all. It sounds so wimpy, there's no body behind the notes. It's not the case with this amp at all. It sounds just as beautiful, really quiet, as it does really loud. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna go in the American setting just to give myself the lows to compensate for the volume discrepancy. And I'm gonna go down right until sound comes in. There it is. Now listen to that. There's like a compression in there. The notes really sustain and last long. It's really, really beautiful. It's really dynamic, and it's a tone you're going to use a lot. Now lastly, let's just crank this thing up and just get those tubes really, really mad at me, okay? Volume all the way up. I'll keep the tone over there. We're on the British setting, so it's gonna be very tight, very direct, and in your face. That sounds killer. When you go to the American setting, it's really neat because you get that bass boost in there, and it kind of has an almost kind of like fuzz kind of attack to it. Notice how I didn't lose any of my kind of touch sensitivity. You could hear everything I'm playing. There's no kind of mush that I get lost under. And when you turn down the volume knob, you got dynamic. Oh, buddy, you're ready to rock and roll. Well, that's it. That's my demo. Thank you guys so much for watching. For all my subscribers, please keep commenting. I love reading your comments. You know, when I'm eating my cereal in the morning, it's kind of the highlight of my day. And for all you guys out there, I have a quick question. This amp, dead simple, volume and tone. For you people, do you like your amps to be dead simple, or do you like having a full EQ complement available to help you sculpt what you're looking for? All that being said, I'll see you guys soon. Take care and goodbye.